Bonjour tout le monde! Welcome to your PowerPoint over your Act 5 of Cyrano vocabulary. Let's start with our prayer. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Ô mon Jésus, pardonne-nous nos péchés, préserve-nous du feu de l'enfer, et conduis au ciel toutes les petites âmes, surtout celles qui ont le plus besoin de ta miséricorde. Amen. Au nom du Père et du Fils et du Saint-Esprit. Amen. Okay, les objectifs pour aujourd'hui. I know vocabulary that will help me read Act 5 of Cyrano. So we are almost finishing Cyrano. We need to know some new vocab first. There will be a conjugamos over this due on Sunday. I think on Power School I said 10. We can make it 10. Over Act 5 vocab, also remember that your Flipgrid is due Sunday evening as well. And at the end of this video, I will re-show you how to access Flipgrid if you didn't do it last time or if you forgot. So, le vocabulaire. So, just like I have before, I will pronounce it. I suggest that you pronounce it with me and then explain if I need to explain. So, the first one, raconter. L'acte de dire une histoire aux autres. Raconter is a verb that specifically means to tell a story, kind of like to recount. Cacher. Cacher. Maybe you've heard this one before. C'est l'acte de placer quelque chose ou personne ne peut pas la trouver. So the act of putting something where no one can find it. Ça veut dire to hide. Lutter. Lutter, c'est l'acte de combattre les ennemis. This is another word for fighting. We have se battre, combattre. What else? I don't know. Lutter, there's a lot of words in French for fighting. This is usually a physical fight. Un couvent, c'est une maison qui loge les religieuses. Ça veut dire convent. Les religieuses, when you have it feminine like it is here with the E, it can be the word for nuns. It just means the religious, but people take that as nuns. Un coup d'œil, c'est l'action de regarder une autre personne rapidement. Ça veut dire to glance. Sometimes to glare. It's like to give a cut of the eye is what it literally means. Une faute. C'est une erreur qu'une personne a fait ou un problème avec un objet. Ça veut dire a fault or an error. Une blessure. Quand on a mal sur une partie du corps, ça veut dire a wound or an injury. La douceur. Par exemple, la description du goût des bonbons ou des fruits, ça veut dire sweet or softness. Le souffle. Le son quand l'air s'échappe de ta bouche, ça veut dire breath. And I'm seeing if there's another word for it. Yeah, breathing, respiring, a blast of air, your breath. La panache. C'est quelqu'un qui a beaucoup de l'esprit, la joie de vivre, ou qui est très galante. Cette personne a beaucoup de panache. La panache, ça veut dire gallantry, spirit, like a very spirited person would have la panache. It can also mean a plume, like the feather in a hat. So this is kind of a weird word, but usually it's used as gallantry or like to refer to a fancy feather in a hat. En toit, c'est une structure qui couvre un bâtiment, ça veut dire roof. Les souvenirs, les choses dont tu te souviens du passé. Dont, ça veut dire of which, so the things of which you remember from the past. Les souvenirs, ça veut dire memories. So this is why we call souvenirs souvenirs because they are memories. They are something that we get to remember a place that we visited or a time. Les pensées, les idées qui se posent dans votre cerveau, ça veut dire thoughts. So ou sot, quand une personne est stupide ou sans esprit, ça veut dire dumb, simple, someone that's kind of airheaded. Lent ou lente, lent ou lente. Quand on ne bouge pas rapidement, ça veut dire slow. Ailleurs, ailleurs, dans un autre lieu ou endroit. Ailleurs, ça veut dire elsewhere or somewhere. Exigeant ou exigeante. Quand une personne a beaucoup d'expectations pour les autres personnes, ça veut dire strict or demanding. Puissant ou puissante. Quand une personne a beaucoup de pouvoir ou est très fort, physiquement ou socialement, puissant, ça veut dire powerful. Et il y a un peu de grammaire. So there is grammar practice here, which if you want to pause the video and do it yourself now, do, because I do want to go over it here so I can explain. So we have ce que, ce qui, celui, celle. So these mean kind of what or the one. So ce que, ce qui is what. Celui, celle, ce, celle pluriel are like the ones. So elle a mangé ce que ma mère m'a fait pour le déjeuner. She ate what my mother made for lunch. Let me see. Apologize for not having these up, but I'm going to pull up these notes so that I can look at them with you. Act 5 vocab. Notes. Yes, I have lots of documents in each page. Okay, so here's your vocab. Here we go. Should have started with this. Okay, so ce que, what or that which, followed by a noun. J'ai lu ce que le professeur a écrit. I read what the professor wrote. Ce qui means the same thing, but it's followed by a verb. So que always comes before a noun. Qui always comes in front of a verb. J'ai un cadeau, mais je ne sais pas ce qui est dedans. I have a gift, but I don't know what is inside. Et pronom démonstratif. So celui, celle, ce, celle all means this one, that one, these, those, depending on the masculine or feminine. So depending on the gender, you choose celui ou celle. Depending on the gender and quantity, so if it's plural, masculine, you choose ce. Plural, feminine objects, you choose celle. So j'ai trouvé le livre d'histoire, mais je cherche toujours celui de chimie. I found the history book, but I am still looking for the chemistry one, or the one that is chemistry. C'est une bonne idée, et j'aime celle de Paul aussi. That's a good idea, and I like the one of Paul also. Like, I like Paul's idea also. So you're referring to celle is referring to l'idée, une idée. So that's why it's feminine. Celui is referring to le livre. That's why it's masculine. J'ai fait des photocopies pour ceux qui ont besoin. I made photocopies for those that need them. Celle. Les oranges de Californie coûtent moins cher que celles de Floride. The oranges from California cost less expensive or are less expensive than the ones from Florida. So celle is referring to les oranges, which is feminine, plural. Ce is referring to les photocopies, which is masculine, plural. Oh no, sorry. Ce is referring to the people that might need the photocopies. And we don't know who that is, so we would default to the masculine, or it could be a mix of men and women who need the photocopies. Okay, so you already saw the answers to that practice, but I'm not going to show it again, so I want you to try it on your own now that I explained it. And then I'll post the answers, and then I will go over these negative expressions. You have a practice for these as well that I'm not going to show the answers to here, but I will post it so that you can check your answers. So expressions that are negative that are a little bit more advanced than just saying ne pas. So, ne personne is no one. Je n'ai vu personne au parking de Payas à minuit. I saw no one in the parking lot of Payas at midnight. Ne aucune is none of or not any of. Je ne veux pas acheter aucun des livres. And notice you don't, the ne and aucune can kind of be far apart from each other. It would be where it is in English. So I don't want to buy any of the books. Je ne veux pas acheter aucune des jupes. I don't want to buy any of the skirts. Ne rien, ça veut dire nothing or anything. Je n'ai rien vu quand j'ai perdu mes lunettes. I saw nothing when I lost my glasses. Et ne jamais, never. Je ne suis jamais allé à San Francisco. I have never gone to San Francisco. So do that practice, and then I will put it up, put the answer key up so that you can check your work. Here you have the descriptions to fill out and send to me as well. And then you have a Flipgrid. So let me just show you, in case you need a refresher on Flipgrid. Whoops. Where am I? Okay, so the flip code is Barker Cyrano 5. I might have said 4 in my video earlier. I apologize if I did. But it's 5 since we're on Act 5, and then your student password is your first name and last name, first letter of each capitalized. Okay, and then we have 4 questions, 4 topics. Please respond to 3, and they're kind of challenging this time. You have to think about your answer a little bit, but that's okay because you can prepare an answer ahead of time. You can listen to my example and then prepare one. But please respond to 3 out of those 4 by Sunday night at 10 p.m. So I think that's it for this video. Here's those answers again on accident. Here we go. Don't hesitate to ask any questions. Please let me know if you need help. And remember, if your Flipgrid username is not working, you can look for your username on that document that I put on PowerSchool Learning, so then hopefully you don't have to wait for me to answer you if you need my help. And you can just get right on in there. Look forward to seeing you on Flipgrid. Et à la prochaine. Bon courage.